Arsenal is trying its level best to make sure that the striker crisis problem is solved, and this has been done by lining up a couple of football players, a couple of strikers. Arsenal is looking into a massive number of strikers to see who can come up as the best option. And a number of strikers have definitely been lined up. And we're talking about the likes of Sesko, Benjamin Sesko. We're talking about the likes of Alexander Isak. We're talking about Bran Brobre. Is it Bran Brobre? Yeah, Bran Brobre. Yeah, it's Bran Brobre, and that's an ex-Amsterdam football player who's been playing for Ajax for some time, and has scored 22 goals in 43 appearances, and is being hunted for by Manchester United and Arsenal. And Manchester United are not the favourites when it comes to the Bran Brobre transfer. Arsenal is where the football player would like to go. When he was asked in an interview, he came out and said, you know what, I would like to go to Arsenal. But before we go there, again, we've got to talk about Robert. We've definitely got to talk about, not Robert, Benjamin Sesko. And we've also got to talk about the one and only Michael Olise and what is happening with Gabriel Jesus. As we know, Gabriel Jesus is most likely going to be heading for an exit out of the club because he's failed to perform. He's not put results onto his name when it comes to Arsenal. I don't have to say, I don't think it should be like, oh, he's really failed. Circumstances have failed him. He's had quite a big number of injuries. He's been branded injury prone. So, but he's injury prone, but reality is Arsenal need trophies, doesn't it? So you can't rely on a person who's getting injuries in and out. And really, if you have to win trophies, you need somebody who is very fit and is not going to make you lose out on any game just because they are sick, if it can be avoided. So let's hope everything will move on quite well as Arsenal are lining up loads of football players, and I'm going to be giving you the latest. And also, before we go there, before we even move into the transfers, we're talking a little bit about that game, Everton Arsenal. I know Arsenal did its level best. Arsenal tried, won that game, did what he had to do. Manchester City won the game they had. That was against West Ham by a big margin. It was around 3-1, wasn't it? So, and Arsenal won 2-1. So, really, I have to say, it is what it is. You can't do anything. It is what it is. So, you just can't do anything, can you? So, I think it went to from before, it went to that 2-0 defeat. If Arsenal had not lost to Aston Villa, that 2-0, by now Arsenal fans would be still in the party mode, would still be jubilating about the English Premier League trophy. It would have gone to Arsenal. But just one game and everything is done. But Arsenal has resulted into building a squad that is unbeaten, building a squad that is a game-winning squad, if you can understand what I mean. We're talking about building a squad where it's going to give you 90 plus points, and that's what Arsenal is building at this moment in time. And I think that is going to be achievable when you see how Arsenal has gradually got the points from the 16th position to the second, and it's been second twice, and also the difference in points between Manchester City and Arsenal has narrowed until it's been 2. Next season could be none. Yeah, Anyway, let's get the party started. Let's talk about transfers. Let's see whom have I got for you in these transfers. Okay, let's begin with Benjamin Sesko, the £60 million football player who's been linked to Arsenal and Manchester United, and still Arsenal are the favourites in signing the football player Benjamin Sesko, and he's given green lights for the football club Arsenal to go on and sign him as he's interested in the move. And for some reason, this summer transfer window, very many football players are interested in playing for Arsenal. Uh, Let me jump a bit. Even the similar situation also happened with Brian Brobby. So Brian Brobby, who plays for Ajax Amsterdam and scored 22 goals, as I told you before, this very season in 43 appearances. So he was asked recently about his potential move to Arsenal and what could be happening because he's got big links with Eric Ten Hag, and he would make a move to Manchester United. That can't be ruled out. And he said he's got a great feeling, a big feeling for Arsenal. He would like to play for Arsenal, and if the chance comes, he will go for it. But Arsenal look to be Arsenal's number one target is Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is the number one target for Arsenal, and Arsenal are working tooth and nail to make sure they can sign him. But if Arsenal cannot get Alexander Isak, that leaves the club with another option of Brian Brobby. And then Brian Brobby also, he'll get competition, Victor Jokeres is also there ready to be signed and saying also, I need to move to Arsenal. If I go to Arsenal, everything will be sorted for me. So let's think that all these strikers that are being linked to Arsenal, and obviously Arsenal has made contact with some of these strikers. Definitely, that brings about a lot. That brings about a lot, and we can see things moving on quite well for Arsenal because first of all, if you're going to Arsenal, if a player is going to Arsenal, they definitely know that number one, they are going to have Champions League football and they're going to have a good run in the Premier League because you see, Arsenal has been moving up, up, up. So you have a good run in the Premier League. There is a possibility of taking the Premier League title, and then you also are 100% sure that you're getting Champions League football. That's why we're seeing all these football players who are being linked. They really would love to play for Arsenal. And then we're going to be talking about again Michael Olise from Crystal Palace, who's also linked to Manchester United and linked to Arsenal. And Arsenal are interested in signing him. Arsenal are reading and seeing how they can go on and sign Michael Olise. That Arsenal is trying its level best to see how it can approach the Michael Olise transfer. And he is seen as a crucial football player. He's a very brilliant, he's very, very good. If you've watched Michael Olise, I think you know what I'm talking about. Very brilliant football player. And if you get Olise, you're getting a Premier League product. He knows what he's going to be doing, and you know what he's going to deliver. You are not going to any club that gets him is not going to be getting hard times putting him in place, doing a lot. It's just a bit of polishing. And if he gets into the hands of Mikel Arteta, we could consider that a 100% achievement for the club Arsenal. And that is what they call building. That's what is called building a team that is going to win the Premier League title. And if Arsenal go on and get Michael Olise, that will be good. But there is going to be a resistance from there's going to be stiff competition for Michael Olise from Manchester United. So Manchester United and Arsenal, both of them want Michael Olise, but so we will see where Michael Olise will go. But Arsenal are looking at ways on how they can sign him. Then the situation, there is a situation, a situation of the player. the forward, the current number one forward for Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus. So Gabriel Jesus has been linked to an exit out of the club because he's been injury prone and he's not delivered as anticipated. I mean, when he's been on the pitch, he's tried, he's played, but you need a football player who's going to play all the games, most of the games, not half the games, and you need a football player who's going to score a number of goals for you. So if Arsenal has gone on and gone to the second spot without Gabriel Jesus in many matches. And now, if Arsenal go on and sign a top striker, what will that mean? Anyway, Victor Gyökeres is also right there, and Arsenal is seeing different ways how they can sign him. Already approached. It is reportedly said that is reportedly said that a potential move is underway and a verbal agreement has been put into place. But let's wait and see how all this transpires, as I will be bringing to you the latest trade as it comes in. All you need to do is easy: subscribe, ring that notification bell. My name is Abu Carls. Thank you for watching the Arsenal Hub, and goodbye for now, my friends.